On the run, 2-on-1. Green the finish. Wow, the alley-oop. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 NBA dunks.
J.R. Smith! We just saw men fly! As Miller keeps it and smashes it down. Wham! With the right hand. That was a self-assist.
Lead pass.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that! What are you doing, Dragons? Did you not get the memo?
For this list, we'll be looking at in-game dunks only. So no dunks which took place during international competitions or slam dunk contests. And if you're dying for more sports content, be sure to check out Watch Mojo's new podcast, The Waterboys Podcast, available wherever you get your pods. Number 10, Baron Davis on Andrei Kirilenko. It's been a while since the Golden State Warriors were considered underdogs in the NBA playoffs, but that was the case back in 2007 during their second round matchup against the Utah Jazz. In Game 3, down 0-2, point guard Baron Davis gave Dub Nation something to cheer for when he slammed home this vicious dunk against Andrei Kirilenko.
Because a lot of good things will happen, not just with him scoring, but then also it open up. Oh, man! Hello.
Sure, Kirilenko had 6 inches on Davis, but that wasn't about to stop him. Although the Warriors went on to lose the series 4-1, Davis gave his team a brief spark in the most grandiose way possible. Number 9, McGrady sucks the gravity.
Here comes McGrady. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building.
People sometimes forget how good Tracy McGrady was. Although he never won a championship, he's a 7-time All-Star and a 2-time scoring champion. Accolades aside though, T-Mac knew how to throw it down.
Here comes McGrady. Punctuation mark.
Oh, you could see it coming. The crowd was on his feet before the dunk was made. He wound up sensational.
The most memorable instance occurred during a 2005 playoff game against the Dallas Mavericks when he went baseline and posterized all 7'6" of Sean Bradley. While both the dunk and the call were memorable, what many forget is that McGrady also hit a last-second game-winning jumper at the end of the game as well.
To take a 2-0 lead. Oh, Tracy McGrady with 2.2 to play. Knocks in a 2-point shot to give him the lead and maybe a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 first-round Western Conference Series.
Number 8, Shaq brings down the backboard. Shaquille O'Neal didn't just scare opposing basketball players. For younger NBA fans who don't remember a time when big, powerful centers would dominate a game in the paint, O'Neal was one of the best to ever do it. And fans witnessed that power early on in his Hall of Fame career with this dunk from his rookie season.
O'Neal puts it on the floor and stops and he brought it down. He brought the whole goal down. Goodness.
Shattering the backboard is one thing, but bringing down the entire structure is another. And the crazy part was, it wasn't the first time he had done that season.
Bowie was coming off the bench as O'Neal follows and does bring down the entire backboard.
Number 7, LeBron James on Jason Terry. This was definitely a nice dunk.
Chalmers, Cole, James! Whoa! And a technical foul called on Miami for the taunt.
But this one made the list as much for the slam as for the silent stare down that LeBron laid on a flat on his back Jason Terry afterwards. And let's not forget the steal and no-look pass from Dwayne Wade that starts it off. But keep in mind, this wasn't the first time a no-look from Dwayne led to a James slam either.
Arroyo in front. Follows on a bounce to James.
We aren't the only ones who love this dunk. King James himself ranked it among his best as well. Number 6. Dominique Wilkins double pump. Dominique Wilkins slammed down some of the most powerful dunks in the history of the NBA throughout his career. However, the one which often sticks out to most fans was this beauty back in 1984. Even with 3 players covering him, Neek is still able to get to the basket, pull off the double pump move, and score. He wasn't called the human highlight reel for nothing. Number 5. Vince Carter reverse two-hander.
Oh! Vince Carter showing you some of the highlight reel.
Many have labeled Vince Carter as the greatest dunker of all time, and it's hard to disagree. From this, to this, and even this, You would be hard-pressed to find a Vince Carter dunk not to add in a highlight reel. And we're not even taking into account the dunk of death at the Olympics or his historic performance during the 2000 slam dunk contest.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen!
Simply put, Carter could jam it home against anyone and look great doing it. And this reverse two-hander that Vince threw down during his rookie season was no exception. He put everyone on notice with this one. Number 4, Scottie Pippen on Patrick Ewing. One overlooked aspect that made this dunk so memorable was Pippen's ability to get past Ewing.
Myers for Pippen. Whoa, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing, who did not appreciate it.
But sometimes the big men aren't in position or don't even get off the ground. But here, Ewing went up to stop him, and Pippen wasn't having it. Like many of the dunks on this list, this moment is famous for both the slam itself and the aftermath. In this case, Pippen doesn't just stare down Ewing, he literally walks over him while he does it.
That was the Bulls' answer to John Stark's spectacular dunk last year. And he hovered over Ewing for a second, and Patrick didn't like it, as any player wouldn't like.
And he wasn't done yet.
He also had some choice words for famous Knicks fan Spike Lee.
Number 3, Shawn Kemp's Lister Blister. We all love a good revenge story, especially when it involves an iconic dunk. In Game 2 of the 1992 playoff series between the Supersonics and the Warriors, Alton Lister did an excellent job of defending power forward Shawn Kemp. Frustrated by Lister's constant pressure, Kemp lost his temper against Lister and punches were thrown.
Here we go, we're getting into it now. That's not a smart play. No, Kemp is down, bodies all over the place.
Game 4, however, was an entirely different affair. Not only did Kemp dominate the game, but he wanted to rub it in Lister's face. And what better way to do that than by dunking on him?
Fires it cross court. Kemp's got it right up into the alley. Power slam! Tomahawk jam! Yeah, baby! Into Lister's face, and the Sonics take the lead.
Lesson learned. Don't mess with Shawn Kemp, or else you'll get posterized in grand fashion. Number 2, Michael Jordan on Patrick Ewing. Poor Patrick Ewing. The Hall of Famer has made our list twice, but both times he has been the one dunked on, rather than the one doing the dunking. And again, he finds himself being victimized by a Chicago Bull great. This time, it's Air Jordan himself who beautifully gets around both John Starks and Charles Oakley on the baseline and then throws it down on Ewing.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move by Jordan! It counts! And the foul!
And to add insult to injury, Patrick was also called for a foul on the play. In a career filled with plenty of famous dunks, this baseline move and finish at the rim might be Jordan's most famous. And according to Sports Illustrated, Jordan himself even calls it the most memorable dunk.
And still, he is not denied in a most dramatic slam dunk finish.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Dwayne Wade dunks on Anderson Varejao. Wade is 6'4", Varejao is 6'11". Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson.
Looking for contact from Jermaine O'Neal, got a piece of it. Wade. Oh, a facial! Yes, and a foul!
Blake Griffin on Kendrick Perkins.
Griffin was a dunking highlight machine for years in Los Angeles.
It's a physical game.
Oh, me, oh, my! A monster jam by Blake Griffin! Oh, what a play by Blake!
Tom Chambers on Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson's chin, meet Tom Chambers' knee.
Johnson got a piece of it. Chambers. And the Knicks call for time.
DeAndre Jordan on Brandon Knight. It's no wonder this dunk went viral.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. A jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan! Oh!
Kobe behind the back 360 dunk. It starts with a great full court pass, then ends with Kobe doing what he does best.
Long run out by Kobe Bryant. Behind. Oh! What did I just see?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Dr. J rocks the baby.
Malone, pass is deflected, going to be stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk. And yet another Laker turnover.
Few players in the entire history of the NBA have been as smooth as Julius Erving. His behind the backboard layup is still one of, if not the most iconic shots of all time.
Unbelievable shot! Listen to the fan!
The doctor was pure grace in the air and elevated the dunk beyond just another basketball shot. And maybe no dunk speaks to this better than the rock the baby slam he laid down against the Los Angeles Lakers in 1983.
I can't explain it. I mean, it was just like this intense release of emotion. It was incredible.
Sure, the game itself was exciting and Irving's Sixers won, but it's Irving's fluid and effortless motion while delivering this iconic dunk that will be forever etched in basketball fans' memories.
When Dr. J broke down the sideline, I was like, okay, this is my chance to make a great play against a great player. But that didn't happen, so I just said, let me duck my head and get out of the way.
Cooper just dunked.
The greatest dunk of all time. And you know what? If you're going to get dunked on by anyone, why not let it be the best in the game?
Just a reminder, if you can't get enough sports, head over to your preferred podcasting app to check out Watch Mojo's Waterboys podcast.